Good day and welcome back to M&M TV. Your host is here with you today, Mark. And in this morning's reasoning, let us look and reason about the damn dancehall industry. Yeah? See where we're coming from with this dancehall thing right now. I must tell you that I personally feel a bit disturbed, to where dancehall have gone to no. I mean, really, 90s was the era of dancehall. I mean, 90s was really, an era where young people and, adults alike used to really enjoy dancehall. As for me, I used to enjoy dancehall going to, in the 90s and then something, those things. But what I've seen past now for dancehall is really and truly, alarming. Sadly so. It is sad to see how some of our now artists have downgrade um, dancehall industry. It have now come literal garbage. It's garbage. I mean, and of course, some would tell that garbage sells, and for the most part, they might be correct. But the dancehall industry now have become a degrading sport, where we degrade our our females, our males, especially, we degrade them. The violence have always been a part of dancer. There's no question about that. It have been happening from the 80s. No question. Dancer, violence in dancer has always been. So I'm not going to say that these young youths nowadays are them put violence to dancer. I would not say that because that is not true. But where it is now evolved in, it is really and truly a painful story. Painful. What I tell you. Yeah. It is the greed. To see how, how man, put on woman, as far as dancehall is concerned. And, I'm not a gender activist, but I'm just a truth activist. Yeah? I speak the truth, regardless of whatever I may get of it. I speak how I feel. Yeah? And what is past now is not good. Yeah? Not good at all. But I have a little clipping here from Mr. Sir P, where he was making some reference about what is now past for dancehall. I mean, I think I perceive that he is spot on, because when I see it myself, because I am a person who deal with music, I used to sell music, and plus I sell music, so I know exactly what he's saying when he mentioned about what dancehall have become. No question about it. I know it. I know it because when I was, these days, for example, if even most young female these days, them now buy a Barry Salmon album. They now buy a Lovers Rock album right now. If you have a nice Lovers Rock and say I'll sell them, they now buy. They don't want that. They want them and know these artists here. We are gonna tell them all kind of things about them. Yeah. I mean, when I used to go to dance and I used to listen to, when a Celine Dion or Mariah Carey, yeah, or a boy some man playing a dance hall, woman scream, yeah. I mean, dance hall mash up when the devil kind of know to start playing. According to Serpy, then the knee glide them wet up. But these days, can't tell some of them women about them kind of music. When they play them music nowadays, it don't mean nothing to them. And it's a fact. So I would like to hear a little bit on what Sir P is saying about the dancer, and then we continue to reason on this, because I think he's totally correct to where it is right now. So I want to listen to like Sir P, and then we come back to it.
Looking woman and them thing there. Looking at woman now is different from looking at woman back in the day. That's why when they listen to the love songs, you know why man sound so back in the day? It's because they had to. But let's not listen to me. Back in the day, woman demanded wholly more to get her an eagle eye. Them youth are on the lyrics nowadays. Them youth are talking about my galleys. Them living in a different time. Why you think when you listen to the old time R&B and soul song, you hear the man them sound? It's because that's how they have his sound back then. That's how you get an eagle eye back then. If you go tell that woman now, let me tell you this right now, guy. If you go to no Jamaican woman right now talking about no sun, moon, and stars, see her eagle eye dry up and vanish into the abyss. Dry up. Art, music, entertainment killed the romantic lover boy game. Right now, lover boy game is Jano baby your front fat. I'm want to shoot more than your old. And then when they get to it, say, but Jano baby your old good. That's it. When you listen to them song there, the reason why man sound so because of them the happy sound. When the DJ them start carrying more grimy, life also follow. No, when they look woman, I saw you have to look there. Like when you hear Dexter Daps them talk, like when you hear Skilly Bang them talk, I saw you have to approach woman now. Them deny it, you know. They were gonna bring them out and tell us, no sir, no man can't talk to me, so judge the outcome, guy. Judge the outcome. Who get more nigga in this day and age? The guy who's all respectful and tell woman about sun, moon, and stars? Or the brother will say, we can't wait for drop it jaws. Oh, you little boss is so, she me got that's it. That's what work now. Art helped shape that. Life followed. Remember when the Jamaicans were anti-Guzu and anti-this? Art say, yo, what Guzu we are dealing with, and then life followed. Right now, you kind of corporate Jamaican people that talk about Guzu. Normal. So, chat the line, scamming when it first came about. Life said, yo, this is crazy. But Art said, this is cool. And guess what? Now it's cool. Life followed Art. If DJs don't really support criminals and support gangs, them just talking about crime to them see. Why them only talk about some crimes? Like murder, chopping the line and everything. Think about it. Woman get raped every day. Why in this art side you got raped up with? If there's...
Alright, so essentially that is what Sir P is saying, and you know, I could not agree with him more. Because the truth of the matter is that, you know, when a man I look at woman these days, you know, for example, you know, if I am going down the road right now and I see a nice girl, I will say, well, hello beautiful lady, can I have a word with you? Most of the times, these women will pass you. Yeah, them pass you. But if you say, come on girl, or set those kind of derogatory terms, they will look at you and of course they will curse. But when you're giving them nice compliments and these things, most times some of them, I guess the older ones may say thank you. But some of the younger ones these days, they not look at you. Because, you know, I mean, and you know, it is so factual. So factual. Because what I have seen now, boy, I tell you, say, it is so sad. Okay, because the man, you know, the man is saying that is how the young girl them. Those are the things now. These are the artists now that the young girls them are gravitating towards, and it's a fact. Because if you go play certain music on the road right now or whatever, I mean, them kind of music, you know, the boys, some man and them too soon, you know. These young females nowadays, it will do nothing for them. But give them back. These youth now, where we are called, where I degrade them. These are the ones that they will gravitate towards. And it shows you how depraved our society have become. Because these are the things now that makes females feel good. And some of these music are degrading. You're putting them down. You're calling them hit or whatever. You know, that you say she or her any longer. You know, the message now is this is what our females are subjected to. And nobody say no, do not give me this. And and that is why the dancehall of this day is what it is now. It is bad, very bad. It really should not have gone to where it is. I don't know how it have gotten here, but it have gotten here some way. It is very disturbing. You know, I don't know. I don't know how we're going to get back those those years where you know females used to get listen to good music and it makes them feel good and nice. I mean, these music these days are not healthy. These music are tearing them down. I can't wait. Sir, say the scamming thing. Once upon a time was a thing where, you know, never really a hit. But now at the other of the day, the same thing was about now the gozo and these things. One time it was unheard of. When a person a person said, "Boy, you are work and kind of things." People will stay away from you. Now you have a lot of friends when things say I work this and I work that now. I mean the thing have gone backwards. 'Cause everything which is good now have become bad and bad have become good. Yeah? And that is where we are as far as the dancehall industry is concerned. It is very, very degrading right now where it is. You know, I think females, according to what he said, are just whole now with 2 feet. There's no more respect for the female gender again. And sometimes I must say that some of you females have no respect for yourselves. So if you do not have no respect for yourself, how do you expect a man is going to respect you? Yeah? It starts with you. You have to know as a female that you're not going to allow a man to say anything about you, anything about you, and you feel good about it. Should not be. And I know that many times it's because some of you is coming from abusive homes where when I've seen a mother I get abused. In extreme cases, honestly, when a father get all abused, because father get abused a while, but most time it's verbal. But honestly, a lot of abuse, and a lot of times it forms your who you are, which is sad because a child coming out of an abusive home do not know anything better than abuse. And I'm wondering if some of these artists now are singing now, if them themselves was not abused. Because this songs that they are putting out there are abusive. So somebody, I want to know if some of these guys was not abused. Because most of them, I believe, was abused in one form or the other. Yeah? And it reflects in the songs that they are singing. Because this was not the case 20 years ago. It was not so bad, right? Dancehall used to be a hot place where we enjoy for go because we are look for here the boys the man we are look for here those kinds of make every man want to get a woman and every woman would want to have a man because the time they dance nice. The time it was and go on a dance nice. Woman with a man go and dance with a woman then lock down whole night, right? But what it have boiled down to now is no short of disgrace. Shameful. As I said, segregation. Man over here, woman over this. You know? I mean, this is what our modern day dancers have become. And it is bad. Very bad. You know? And I don't know, I don't see any much hope for these artists and who are putting out this kind of music because in a for them mind it will work for them And of course, many of us know that these music are not timeless. In a few weeks, a few months, these songs are forgotten because them not have nothing upon them. Them a song here, it's just for the moment. They not go wait, they not go last long. They not have no lifespan upon them because these are just plain born garbage. Nothing upon on them. Right? Look at Berries. Berries have been singing, I think, from the 70s. And Berries is still relevant. Sanchez, still relevant. Right? The big ship artist, Freddie McGregor, still relevant. Dennis Brown, Pass and Gone, still relevant. The great Bob Marley, still relevant. And these guys' music can never die because their music was music. It have soul in it. It have something that people can relate to in it. But these days, what have passed for dancehall now, shameful. You know, it's bad, and I know it because I'm a part of it. Maybe you don't do it, the music business. We know it, right? I've seen this seller for years. I know it. So no man can't tell me nothing. Me know. Me know so what Serpia say is a fact. Come see it myself. I'm a musical dance. I know what is about and what it has become now. You know? So I don't know. I don't know if there's any hope for it, but I'm really hoping for the better, and we hope that we get back some form of morality in our country because we have no longer have no moral at all. Respect and decency gone. Yeah, none at all. Bro. We don't have no respect again for nobody, and it is disgraceful. It is disgraceful. We see where we reach, where we have reached because we often say dance is just music and music, but not so. Not so. It's more than that. It's more than that. I mean, the most influential people on the planet are artists. Either we want to accept it or not, there's no